Hi, welcome to the December 2020 Bourne Review. I'm Susan Barlow. First, some headline news and announcements. Bridge replacement was included in the recently passed COVID-19 stimulus bill. However, it does not include funding for the bridges. During the December 8th Selectmen's meeting, George Sala was given a certificate for 25 years of service to the town. Beach sticker and shellfish licenses are available. Go to townofbourne.com and click on the online payments button to purchase. Select which items you would like to purchase. The Bourne Historical Society held an outdoor-only, socially distanced winter solstice celebration on December 21st. Oysters were grilled over an open fire, and marshmallows on sticks were toasted to make s'mores. Now for our featured stories. The December 15th Selectmen's Zoom meeting run by Select Chair Judith Froman included a workshop about the proposed multi-purpose machine gun range, MPMG, on the site of the KD Range, known distance range, on Joint Base Cape Cod. The range is located closest to Bourne and Sandwich residents, particularly those in Katomet, Pocasset, Sagamore, and Forestdale. Colonel Matthew Porter, Commander Camp Edwards, and Major Alexander McDonough spoke at the workshop. Bourne residents were asked to email their questions in advance of the workshop. Also, 900 questions and comments were received by the National Guard during the public comment period, which lasted 30 days and ended on September 8th. The Guard wishes to create the multi-purpose machine gun range because currently the Massachusetts National Guard doesn't have a location to meet the training requirements set forth by the Department of the Army and must travel to either Camp Ethan Allen in Vermont, 270 miles away, or Fort Drum in New York, 385 miles away, to complete their necessary training. When asked what is the cost of transporting soldiers to Vermont, no dollar amount was specified, and the cost is measured in lost training time. The cost of building the multi-purpose machine gun range is $11 million. Eve Zuckoff, a reporter with WCAI, the NPR station for the Cape and the Islands, asked, "Isn't a machine gun range being developed at Fort Devens in the western part of the state?" It was answered, "We are further along here, and the Army mandates how many ranges are needed." The Guard has produced a more than 100-page document, the Conservation and Management Permit Application, and in it feels it has carefully studied the potential environmental impacts from the proposed range and has determined that there is less than significant impact. Andrew Gottlieb, Executive Director of the Association to Preserve Cape Cod, said, "The findings that there is less than significant impact on all manners of concern, groundwater impact, forest impact, carbon sequestration, long-term carbon impacts, is not borne out by the depth and level of analysis provided in the report. And because the report does not delve into those issues adequately, we really don't feel there is sufficient information for the public and surrounding towns to make an informed judgment about whether or not the project can and should proceed, given the importance of the Upper Cape Water Supply Reserve as a common resource to benefit the people of Cape Cod, and that the activities cannot be presumed not to exceed the threshold of compatible training as mandated in the establishment of the reserve. Beyond water and soil contamination, the biggest concern raised at the workshop is the impact on the environment by clear-cutting 170 acres of forest for the range. Also, several endangered species live in the proposed area. Other concerns are traffic. Additional soldiers will be coming to the base via Bourne Bridge during peak tourist seasons of April through November. Noise nuisance. The Guard conducted a noise study and said that certain neighborhoods, especially in Forestdale, will be impacted by artillery noise, especially with the .50 caliber machine gun. A noise hotline will be created. Steve Mealy, Town of Bourne's representative to Cape Cod Commission and also a former Bourne selectman, stated that $1.2 billion spent on cleanup at the base that is still ongoing and will be well into the future. And we have removed, as you reported this evening, tons of contaminated soil and lead, and there is nothing to say that 5 years from now or 3 years from now we'll discover the same problems with water contamination due to soil contamination, the result of this particular range. The justifications I've heard this evening are saving time for soldiers, which I didn't hear a complete analysis based on travel times with the total number of soldiers and so forth. There were vagaries throughout the presentation this evening. The other statement I'd like to make is that I don't think you've really allowed proper vetting of this with the public. There has been an outcry, as there was back in 1998 when the governor first squashed a similar type project. The Guard has refuted complaints that they haven't notified Upper Cape Select Boards of the proposed project. Selectmen from the town of Falmouth were angered that they hadn't learned about the proposed project from the Guard, but only from a Cape Cod Times article published over the summer. Environmental groups advocate more in-depth analysis of the project in the form of an environmental impact statement. The EIS is meant to be a comprehensive decision-making tool for federal, state, and local policymakers and to inform the public about proposed projects that could affect the environment. Beyond drafting the document itself, development of the EIS prompts a formal process of review to facilitate the decision-making process. The process includes opportunities for members of the public to voice opinions and influence projects that affect their environment. Selectman Potter said that it appears the base is ramping up and asked if there was a complete list of proposed projects that could be sent over. Section 4 of the permit does list some other proposed projects. Projects included in this section are gym expansion, Tango Range expansion, Transient Troop Headquarters, Sierra Range expansion, Infantry Squad Battle Course. The Guard also has produced an informational video about the multi-purpose machine gun range. You can find it on the Town of Bourne's website. You can also watch this December 15th Selectmen's meeting. It includes this workshop on BourneTV.com. You can also see this meeting on our YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com and search for Bourne Community TV. Dredging in Little Bay is ongoing. Dredging will cover from the outside of the Pecasset River through the channel to inside Toby Island. Dredging is done by the county dredge program. Approximately 18,000 cubic yards of material will be removed at an estimated cost of $425,000. The piles of dredge material, consisting mainly of sand, will be located temporarily in the Monument Beach parking lot. The dredge sediment will be used to nourish Bourne beaches and perhaps Sandwich beaches as well. Dredging benefits the area conservation by increasing the depth of the water so that boats can better navigate the area and access moorings safely. It increases water flow and flushes out the bays, removing nitrogen buildup, which is damaging to shellfish. Oyster farming can be seen in the area. Oysters, which benefit from water flow, assist in keeping the water clean. They are filter feeders that help remove excess nitrogen from waters by incorporating it into their shells and tissue as they grow. Adult oysters can filter up to 50 gallons per day. The eastern coyote species seems to be popping up all over Cape Cod. The eastern coyote is a well-established predator in Massachusetts except for Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. A medium-sized predator, it's opportunistic in its feeding and is extraordinarily adaptable to a wide range of habitats. Coyotes thrive in suburban, urban, and rural areas. Coyotes will utilize whatever food is naturally available, including small animals, birds, insects, and fruits, as well as artificial sources such as garbage, pet food, birdseed, and compost. It resembles a medium-sized dog in body, size, and shape, but has longer, denser fur and pointed, erect ears. The tail is long and black-tipped and bushy. The typical coat color is a grizzled gray, but can vary from creamy blonde to red or nearly black. Typical weights for females are 30 to 40 pounds, while males can weigh between 34 and 47 pounds. A very large male may weigh in at 60 pounds. Coyotes often look heavier than they are because of their thick fur. An adult male and female will actively maintain a territory that may vary in size from between 2 to 30 miles. Breeding season peaks in mid-February. They give birth in a den to 4 to 8 pups in April or May. Coyotes maintain seasonal social units that consist of the adult pair and the pups until the pups disperse on their own in late autumn. Coyotes remain active year-round and do not hibernate. Though typically shy and elusive, they can be frequently seen in pairs and in small groups where food is commonly found. They communicate by vocalizing, scent marking, and through a variety of body displays. It is common to hear them howling and yipping at night, or even during the day in response to sirens or other loud noises. John Way has been researching the eastern coyote species found on Cape Cod and refers to it as the coywolf. For more than a decade, he's been researching this hybrid animal by conducting field studies across the Cape, gathering data, and advocating for legal protections for this unique predator. Way estimates that there are between 200 and 250 total coyotes on Cape Cod. According to the article on his website, easterncoyoteresearch.com, recent genetic research on eastern coyotes indicate that they are actually a hybrid between western coyotes, Canis latrans, and eastern red wolves, Canis laicon. They are larger and genetically distinct from both western coyotes and the eastern red wolves. If you see a coyote, make a loud noise and wave your arms, and they will get scared off. Never approach them. The Cape is home to beautiful wildlife. Use caution and respect them from a distance. Here are some tips for residents living with coyotes nearby. Don't feed or try to pet coyotes. Keep wild things wild. Feeding, whether direct or indirect, can cause coyotes to act tame and may lead them to bold behavior. Coyotes that rely on natural food remain wild and thereby wary of humans. Secure your garbage. Coyotes raid open trash materials and compost piles. Secure your garbage in strong plastic containers with tight-fitting lids and keep them in secure buildings when possible. Take out your trash when morning pickup is scheduled, not the night before. Keep compost in secure, vented containers and keep barbecue grills clean to reduce attractive odors. Keep bird feed areas clean. Use feeders designed to keep seed off of the ground, as the seed attracts many small mammals coyotes prey upon. Remove feeders if coyotes are regularly seen around your yard. Close off crawl spaces. Coyotes will use these areas under porches and sheds for resting and for raising their young. Close these areas off to prevent these animals from using them. Don't let coyotes intimidate you. Don't hesitate to scare or threaten coyotes with loud noises, bright lights, or water sprayed from a hose. Cut back bushy edges. These areas provide cover for coyotes and their prey. Protect livestock and produce. Coyotes will prey on livestock. Various techniques, such as fencing, will protect livestock from predation. Clear up fallen fruit from around fruit trees. Pet owners, although free-roaming pets are more likely to be killed by automobiles than by wild animals, coyotes do view cats and small dogs as potential food and larger dogs as competition. For the safety of your pets, keep them leashed at all times. Additionally, feed your pet indoors. Outdoor feeding can attract many wild animals. If you're experiencing problems with coyotes or if you have questions, visit mass.gov/wildlife or give the Southeast District Wildlife Center a call at 508-759-3406. Here's what's happening downtown. The Council on Aging offered a drive-by cookies and cocoa event on December 23rd. Members of the Uptuxet Garden Club, as well as some Buzzards Bay residents and businesses, brought holiday cheer to downtown Bourne, filling planters along Main Street and in front of Town Hall with holiday greens and decorations. Crews are at work on the multimodal project at the Belmont Circle by the CVS. This area, which is a confluence of State Routes 6 and 28, Main Street, Maple Street, Head of the Bay Road, and Scenic Highway. The current configuration of Belmont Circle largely favors vehicular traffic with no provisions for pedestrians or bicyclists. The intent of this project is to introduce a pedestrian and bicycle facilities for safe travel in this vital area of our downtown. The project includes addition of sidewalks and multi-use paths along the outer perimeter of the circle. To maintain safe pedestrian access, rectangular rapid flashing beacons, or RRFBs, are introduced at several locations. Other project elements include roadway geometric modifications, relocation of overhead utilities, drainage provisions including addition of leaching basins, several retaining walls, environmental permitting, and preparation of right-of-way and layout alteration plans. This project is currently under construction. Here's what's happening at the library. Now that the holidays are behind us, we are faced with the challenge of staying entertained and mentally fit during the cold winter months ahead. Bourne Library can help. Beyond printed books, e-books, and audiobooks, the library offers a huge selection of digital material, a winter's worth of entertainment. Looking for something new to watch on television this winter? You can watch Acorn TV. Acorn TV network is free through the library, a video streaming service offering television programming from the United Kingdom as well as Ireland, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Spain, and Mexico. Canopy is an award-winning video streaming service providing access to more than 30,000 independent and documentary films, titles of unique social and cultural value from the Great Criterion Collection, the Great Courses, Media Education Foundation, and thousands of independent filmmakers. Best of all, they're commercial-free. You can watch these shows on your tablet or smartphone or computer or laptop, or watch them on your TV by connecting your laptop to the TV with one HDMI cable. The library offers Great Courses free of charge. The Great Courses Library Collection is the leading global media brand for lifelong learning and personal enrichment, with hundreds of courses spanning thousands of in-depth video lectures on subjects like science, health and wellness, and much more. If you like music, check out Quello. Quello Concerts by Stingray is the world's largest collection of full-length concerts and music documentaries, streamed on demand to just about any digital device. Or try learning a new language with Mango. Mango teaches language and culture through proven methodologies that build conversational-ready language skills in more than 70 world languages and over 20 English courses. Feel like flipping through a magazine? Check out Flipster. Of course, there's fun and educational materials for kids like Tumble Book Library. Tumble Books are animated, talking picture books which teach kids the joy of reading in a format they'll love. Tumble Book Library takes existing picture books, adding animation, sound, music, and narration to produce an electronic picture book. You can read it or have it read to you. Online education and tech help is available at gcflearningfree.org, where you can learn just about anything. The Bourne Library now offers access to the digital Wall Street Journal free of charge. All these resources are available with your library card. If you need a library card, just give them a call at 508-759-0600, extension 4. The Bourne Library is also participating in the Stop and Shop Community Bag Program. Support the library this month. Visit your local Stop and Shop and purchase a $2.50 reusable community bag. For every bag sold, the library will receive a $1 donation. On Wednesdays in January, it's January Story Walk. Bundle up and head out onto the field behind the library each week for a self-guided story walk, ending with a take-home craft. Remember to wear your mask and follow social distancing guidelines. The library also offers take and make crafts for kids. A new craft every Friday, January 8th through February 26th, available during curbside pickup hours beginning at 10 a.m. while supplies last. For more information, contact Terry Johnson at tjohnson@bournelibrary.org or give him a call at 508-759-0600, 6106. Here is an update on COVID-19. As predicted and feared, COVID-19 infections, hospitalizations, and deaths are spiking from the Thanksgiving, holiday travel, get-togethers, and colder weather, resulting in more group activities being held indoors. Cape Cod Hospital in Hyannis and Falmouth Hospital are almost at capacity, reporting only 10 available beds at the end of December, with a record number of COVID-19 patients. Governor Baker announced new restrictions to begin on December 26th. The new 25% capacity restriction affects offices, houses of worship, restaurants, retail businesses, close contact personal services, and more, though at some of those locations, workers and staff won't count toward the occupancy limit. All indoor gatherings and events will be limited to 10 people, while all outdoor gatherings and events will be limited to 25 people. Workers and staff are excluded from events occupancy counts. Massachusetts hospitals must push back or cancel most elective inpatient procedures that are non-essential. There is increased concern about spikes in cases from Christmas and New Year's travel and celebrations, which won't be felt until the second or third week of January. Also, the new mutant strain of the virus, which is up to 70% more contagious, has caused a lockdown in the United Kingdom until mid-February. This new mutant strain is now present in the United States and is expected to spread quickly. Here are the current coronavirus numbers in area towns as of December 30th. These numbers reflect the last 2 weeks of December. Barnstable has 306 new cases, a positivity rate of 6.95%. Bourne has 104 new cases, a positivity rate of 4.93%. Falmouth has 127 new cases, a positivity rate of 4.20%. Mashpee has 54 new cases, a positivity rate of 5.34%. Plymouth has 386 new cases, a positivity rate of 6.20%. Sandwich has 68 new cases, a positivity rate of 4.94%. And Wareham has 141 new cases, a positivity rate of 7.21%. In response to area rise in cases, 2 new testing sites have opened on Cape Cod, which has had the least available testing in the state. Testing opened at the Cape Cod Melody Tent in Hyannis and the Barnstable County Fairgrounds in Falmouth. Book an appointment in advance by calling the community testing line at 508-862-5595. Tests for asymptomatic people are available for $75 and offered free to individuals who confirm their inability to pay when they book their appointment. Hours of operation and location for each of the testing sites are as follows: Cape Cod Melody Tent in Hyannis, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to noon, Saturdays and Sundays. Barnstable County Fairgrounds in Falmouth, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Additional information about testing, site hours, and scheduling is available at the barnstablecountyhealth.org website. Tests are $110 for those traveling from outside of Massachusetts and receiving this test to comply with state requirements upon return. Visit mass.gov for daily COVID updates. Visit townofbourne.com for local COVID updates. Call 211 if you feel ill or need testing. Both Pfizer and the Moderna vaccine are being administered in Massachusetts in a 3-phase rollout. When are you eligible to get your shot? Vaccine distribution in Massachusetts will occur in a phased approach. Phase 1, happening from December through February, includes clinical and non-clinical healthcare workers doing direct and COVID-facing care, long-term facilities such as rest homes and assisted living, first responders such as EMS, fire, and police, congregate care settings including correctional facilities and shelters, home-based healthcare workers, and healthcare workers doing non-COVID-facing care. Phase 2 should happen between February and April and includes individuals with 2+ comorbidities and or age 75, high risk for COVID complications, early education and K-12 workers, transit, grocery, utility, food and agriculture, sanitation, public works, and public health workers, adults 65 and over, and individuals with 1 comorbidity. Phase 3 should be happening between April and June, and that is when vaccines will be available to the general public. According to the Massachusetts Senior Care Association, residents of long-term care facilities represent about 52% of total COVID-19 deaths on Cape Cod since the pandemic began. On December 29th, the first wave of vaccines began being distributed in nursing facilities across the Commonwealth. Many nursing facilities are reporting more than 90% of residents have consented to receiving the vaccine, and a growing number of staff are planning to be vaccinated as well. The Nursing Home Family Resource Line at 617-660-5399 is a dedicated phone line to connect family members and nursing home and rest home residents with the information and resources they need. The mental health issues related to lockdown and the pandemic are especially hard for people with depression. The National Alliance on Mental Health have a 24-hour helpline at 800-950-6264. Here's an update on services. iSwim is open 6 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., closed on Tuesdays. Residential Recycling Center stickers will go on sale beginning Thursday, December 17th during normal business hours, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Stickers are $30 for the first vehicle and $15 for the second. Seniors 60 and older will only be charged $20 and $10 respectively. Stickers are available at the Guard Shack located at the landfill, 201 MacArthur Boulevard, Route 28 North. Please allow extra time during your visit for ISWIM staff to distribute the stickers following COVID-19 safety protocols. Residents and residential property owners are asked to bring their property tax bill, driver's license, and car registration to help the gate guards verify their eligibility. Renters need to bring a lease or other information showing they live in Bourne. Beginning January 1st, mattresses will once again be accepted at the residential recycling center. Dorothy's Swap Shop, however, remains closed. Bourne Food Pantry is not accepting food donations. Please send monetary donations to Friends Food Pantry, P.O. Box 144, Buzzards Bay, Mass. 02532. The pantry is located at 20 Commerce Park Road in Pecasset. It is open for clients for pickup of food by drive-through only. It is open Tuesdays 9 a.m. to noon. Please don't hesitate to call if you have an urgent need. For more information regarding donations or to schedule an appointment, call the pantry at 508-759-3351. You can also find them on Facebook at Friends of Bourne Food Pantry. If you're in need of Meals on Wheels, or if you can volunteer to deliver meals, call Elder Services of Cape Cod, 508-394-4630. Bourne TV filmed some exercise routines of the Council on Aging's popular exercise programs for seniors. Work out and keep fit at home. Check out the latest programs: Senior Chair Exercise with Sherry Best, Zumba with Michelle Timmis, Senior Yoga and Weights with Linda Sheldon, Senior Fitness with Barbara Barsham. Stream on BourneTV.com website, or watch it on your big screen at home at your leisure by visiting YouTube.com and searching for the Bourne Community TV channel. Here are some beautiful photos by area photographers showing the beauty that surrounds us. Thanks so much for watching this episode of the Bourne Review. Stay safe and Happy New Year. I'll see you next time.